Well, a new false cure for COVID in high demand. Ivermectin, a drug most commonly used to deworm large animals like horses, is selling out, with many people turning to a pro-Trump telemedicine website with hopes to get it. NBC News Digital reporter Ben Collins covers disinformation, extremism, and the internet, and he joins me now. Ben, this story blows my mind because you've got some anti-vaxxers who are unwilling to take an FDA-approved vaccine that millions of people have taken at this point, by the way. But at the same time, they are willing to put a horse deworming medicine in their bodies. Why?
Yeah, that's exactly right. This is an offshoot or like a drafting off of the hydroxychloroquine fad that happened last year. This all goes back to last year, in fact. I don't know if you remember those people in Washington, D.C. last year that had that press conference that had millions of views. President Trump retweeted it. They said that hydroxychloroquine cured COVID. Of course, that wasn't true, but that organization kind of held firm. They are called America's Frontline Doctors. And over the last year, they kind of barnstormed the country, from churches to schools, telling everyone not to get the vaccine, that it's not to be trusted. However, they do have an online pharmacy where they sell ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine. And, you can get for $90, you can get a consult there and get ivermectin shipped to your door. Now, the dog caught the car a little bit here. They kind of, people were upset because they couldn't get consultations anymore. The drugs weren't shipping fast enough. So that's how people wound up going to the feed store to start taking gel versions of ivermectin that's made for horses because the pills weren't coming fast enough.
This is too much. The feed store.
Yeah.
We're talking about people going to the feed store, a place that sells drugs for animals, and they're putting those drugs in their bodies. Ben, what is the telemedicine site? What are Facebook and Reddit saying about how these anti-vax groups are spreading the misinformation that is driving people to go to a feed store and buy a horse drug?
Sure. The telemedicine site is called speakwithanmd.com. We reached out to them. They did not get back to us. They didn't tell us about their partnership with America's Frontline Doctors or anything about it. In fact, they hung up on us when we called the pharmacy that's attached to it. With Facebook and Reddit, that's where all these people are getting this idea. For the last several months, anti-vaxxers have come to realize that COVID is in fact real and it's killing some of their friends. So they tried to find some therapeutics for it. Hydroxychloroquine just simply was not working as much as they wanted it to. Ivermectin, they decided, is the next step in this whole thing. So they created large communities, tens of thousands of people in these communities. And they share advice on how to, try to talk doctors into giving them ivermectin. Eventually, they kind of gave up on that, and now they're quite literally they're going down to the pet store to just cash out of them. These places literally cannot keep this stuff in stock anymore.
Ben, you track all the nightmarish stuff on the internet that the rest of us don't have time for. So thank you so much for that service. Appreciate it.
Thank you.